The Greek ambassador to India has said that the Indo-Greek ties will strengthen due to cultural and ideological similarities between the two civilizations, and that Greece will never be friends with India's enemies. A Rajput-class destroyer of the Eastern Fleet has carried out a successful firing of Brahmos missile in the Bay of Bengal, and the missile achieved all mission objectives. A 20-member delegation of the Bangladesh Air Force have arrived in Nagaland to interact with Indian Air Force personnel, to highlight India's contribution to Bangladesh's Liberation War 1971. The Indian Air Force has retired another squadron of the MiG-21 fighter jets in Rajasthan, and has replaced it with a Su-30 squadron. The last two MiG-21 squadrons will retire next year. The DRDO will showcase Astra air-to-air missile ATAGS gun, Arjun Mark 1A tank submarine sonar suite and Netra early warning aircraft in Egypt Defense Expo 2023. The Navy chief has called for a cooperative framework among 13 participating countries in Goa Maritime Conclave based on common maritime priorities. India's overseas military base in Agalega island of Mauritius has neared completion, and is almost ready for long-term deployment of air and naval assets. The Indian Navy has decommissioned the last of its IL-38 STC Dragon long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft after 46 years of operational service. Indian Air Force's Prachand light combat helicopter landed at an high-elevation advanced landing ground on one of its first such deployments, and carried out joint training with ground forces. The Tejas Mark II program has reached a pivotal stage, as the Aeronautical Development Agency is gearing up to place orders for components and parts crucial to the development and testing of 4 pre-production Tejas Mark II aircraft, setting the stage for the program's advancement. To expedite production of Tejas Mark II, many private sector companies involved in manufacturing the fuselage for the Tejas Mark 1A program have been enlisted, and detailed designs have been shared, and the contracts for the initial manufacturing of wings, front, mid and rear fuselage components for the Tejas Mark II program are all set to be signed. With component deliveries in the pipeline, it is anticipated that it will take approximately 8 more months before first Tejas Mark II aircraft is ready for rollout. The Indian President has taken the decisive step of immediately terminating the services of an Indian Army major, who was posted with a unit under the Strategic Forces Command, after an Army inquiry uncovered several lapses in the major's conduct, some of which had grave implications for national security. The inquiry focused potential involvement in suspicious activities, social media violations, security-related concerns, the sharing of classified information to unauthorized individuals, dubious financial transactions, and potential engagement in espionage activities. The Indian Air Force's MiG-29 and Su-30 fighter jets are equipped with the R-73E short-range air-to-air missile, and India has now cleared its licensed manufacturing with at least 60% indigenous content. It has a range of over 30 kilometers, and is capable of engaging air targets flying at speeds of up to 2,500 kilometers per hour, even in challenging electronic countermeasure environments. The R-73E has already proved its mettle in 2019, when a Pakistani F-16 fighter jet was shot down during a fierce dogfight with Indian Air Force's MiG-21 Bison. National Aerospace Laboratories is fabricating wind tunnel models of medium-range naval anti-ship missile that will soon start wind tunnel testing. It will be a Harpoon-class cruise missile that will initially be developed as 150 km range air-launched anti-ship missile for fighter jets and maritime patrol aircraft, followed by a ship-launched variant featuring a solid-fuel rocket booster with increased range of 350 km, as well as a 250 km range submarine-launched variant to target smaller warships. Today's top 3 comments.